Good evening to you. Happy Monday to everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to more of Phillies baseball. Tonight it's Monday Night Baseball as the Philadelphia Phillies welcome in. Sorry about that feedback. Philadelphia Phillies welcome in the Chicago Cubs for the start of a three-game series here on this Monday, June the 8th. Thanks for tuning in as you usually do. We're getting set for Vince Velasquez against Jose Quintana. We're going to kick it off at about 7:05. Just a little bit of a pregame before the game. You see there the Phillies at 53-11, batted 500, I guess you would say, on the road trip, winning 3 out of 6 on that last road trip. But home against the Cubbies, always an interesting series when the Phils and the Cubs hook it up. If we take a look back at the earlier in the season, I believe it was in the month of May. We were in Chicago, somewhere around here. A lot to look at here. Maybe it was back in April. Yeah. Yep. It was indeed in Chicago. It was a 3-game series, and the Phillies swept them at Wrigley Field. So, there you go. So the last time the Phils and the Cubs hooked it up, it was a sweep by the Fightin' Phils. And we're getting ready to see Vince Velasquez and Jose Quintana hook it back up the start of this 3-game series. I guess we'll take a look at the lineup while we're here before we actually get to the lineup. Facing a left-hander tonight, so we're going with this one. Back to the usual lineup here. See, you got a couple guys in the lineup who have been cold here of late. Well, it was kind of warm here today in the city of brotherly love, and, well, hopefully the bats will be hot tonight for those guys. As you see Kutch back in that starting spot at the leadoff spot, playing left field. Mean Gene at third base as usual. He'll be batting second. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, the league leader in home runs with 26, knocking in 64, that 362 average. He's definitely a league leader in a lot of things and throughout this National League. And the big fella Rhys Hoskins looking to break out of the schneid as he hasn't been too hot here of late. And granted, the batting average, 309, not too shabby. But as you see the cold streak there, I guess we got to get him some hits maybe tonight. As you see the big fella batting in that cleanup spot. JT Realmuto, the captain, obviously back behind the plate. He will be in that 5th spot in the lineup. Didi Gregorius, Sir Didi, if you will, in the 6th spot. He'll be playing shortstop. Roman Quinn, back to his kind of kept him in the 7th spot. He had been batting 8th, but want to see if we can get him on base and maybe get Scotty a chance to knock him in if the opportunity presents itself, as Scotty is back at second base. Also, kind of trying to break him out of the schneid a little bit. He's on a little bit of a cold streak. So that's the starting lineup. And, of course, Vince Velasquez gets the call to head to the Hill tonight to get things started, as we're going to jump into it right about now. Is it about, it's almost 7:05. So let's see. What are the Cubbies wearing? They're going with their alternates. I want to go with the home jersey. So there you have it. There you see a beautiful view of Citizens Bank Park. It was a great day today. High 70s, low 80s today in Philly. So we're going to go with clear skies, as it already says there. And Vince, your starter. And yes, there is your starting lineup. We're just going to jump right into it. We already went over the lineup. It is time for baseball here. As you see the matchup there, not too bad. Yeah. So there's your starting 9 for the 53-11 Phillies. It's McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Kingery, and Velasquez. That is your starting 9. We take you to the field for Phillies and Cubs on this Monday night.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Vince Velasquez is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Standing in, Javier Baez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, 1 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jason Hayward, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Chris Bryant, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Kingery's there. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, so now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jose Quintana is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
One ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Gene Segura standing in. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Throw over to the bag. From the stretch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Here's Bryce Harper now. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
Yeah, he can be found on the leaderboards for batting average and home runs too, guys. He's having a very special year so far.
And a ball, 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
And it's fouled away. McCutchen over at second. Segura at first with no outs. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Full count now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. The second for one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing, as they'll just get the one out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's ball one. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Wilson Contreras, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at ball one. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
There's ball 4. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
That evens it up 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. McCutchen on the move, but this will land untouched. Runners on first with 1 down. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the stretch.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Sent on the ground out to second. 1 there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The bouncer to the left side, taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding forward now, JT Realmuto. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
Pitch on the way. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Didi Gregorius, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit back up the middle, taken in by Kipnis. There's 1 on to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
At the plate, Roman Quinn having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Will move to the third with no score.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Kingery's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Stepping into the box, Jose Quintana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now pitch on the way. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he takes a cold strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a slider taken for a ball. No dice on the knuckle curve that time. 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Javier Baez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery.
Scott Kingery.
Pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, to grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder at the track, the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
At the plate, Vince Velasquez. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So one gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the Fightin' Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. Standing in, Andrew McCutchen. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Now at the plate, Gene Segura. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. He gets there, and that's the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Quintana sets. Here's the pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over. And another throw over. And the runner back. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward, as we begin the top of the fourth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
1-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, you knock that donut off the bat, you look up at the Jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Real Muto has a play, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Happ is there. One pitch, one out. Striding into the box, JT Realmuto, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Contreras is after it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
2-1. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. Happ scoops it up.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
In now, Roman Quinn in the dirt here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Pitch on the way.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Real Muto over to his left. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Scott Kingery.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bryant's got to get rid of it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
No pitcher.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the pitcher Vince Velasquez. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward on the run, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Baez has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Jose Quintana will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Javier Baez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a huge swing by Baez, and a ball sent to deep left field. Gone!
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hit to Gregorius at short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in now, Chris Bryant. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, all even at 1 apiece. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Real Muto.
Ready now, JT Realmuto, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Quintana's got his target. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Digging in once again, Roman Quinn. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the runner will score from second. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We're through 6 full. The Phillies lead it 2-1. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. There to make the catch is Hoskins, and that's the first out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Fouled away. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. They're down 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rowan Wick is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Bodie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. He's set and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Bryant's got it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Neil Walker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Liner in there for a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen, as he hits one on a line to left field. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, Gene Segura, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back See the ball a little bit deeper and be willing to work deep into the count.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now both runners are breaking. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. And it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Jeremy Jeffress will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Stepping in now, JT Realmuto pulls this one in the air out to left. Bodie is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in now, the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Jason Kipnis goes quietly to lead off the 8th. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Standing in now, David Bodie. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. And that brings up Javi Baez, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2. And it's fouled away. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Turned on down the line. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Bodie arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. From the stretch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Kyle Garlick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 72, Kyle.
Popped him up. Rizzo has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. We've played 8 full. Phillies lead this one 4-1. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 50, Hector.
Riding in once again, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Fouled off. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Philadelphia Phillies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Vince Velasquez earns his 8th victory of the season. Jose Quintana pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Hector Neris earns the save out of the bullpen, his league best 25th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Well, in what was a pitcher's duel for the better part of this game, the Philadelphia Phillies win Game 1 of the series here on Monday Night Baseball by a final score of 4-1 as Vince Velasquez gets that 8th win as he goes 7 strong. Striking out 7, letting up only 1 earned run. Just a great performance by Vince overall. Jose Quintana will get the loss. Hector Neris, save number 25, as he establishes himself as the preeminent closer in the National League, I dare say in all of Major League Baseball. As we're going to take you to this quick highlight reel. Not a lot happening in this game, but it was Scotty. His Royal Highness Scott Kingery starting it off in the 3rd. It wasn't until the third inning the scoring got underway with this home run out to left field there, just in front of Harry the K's. That made it 1-0 in the third. But it wasn't too long, well, 3 innings later, as Javier Baez homers to left field. And that's what he does for the Cubs, as he takes this 1 yard also at the left field, tying it up at 1, and it would hold that way, at least until the following inning. Or, actually, no, until Roman Quinn came up. And that would score a run, making it 2-1. I was fast-forwarding all the way to the 7th when the 2-run single came in. And here it is. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, comes up with a big hit here. An 2 runs batted in on the single, making it 4-1, and that's all it would take, as the closer among all closers comes in and shuts the door as he strikes out the side in order. As you see, Jason Hayward there chasing a splitter. I would dare say the deadliest pitch in the game right here, especially thrown by this man, Hector Neris. Here you see Chris Bryant going down on strikes. He was strikeout number 2. And yes, the icing on the cake. Strike 3 struck him out. Contreras goes down. He strikes out the side in order, earning save number 25. That is it for now. I'm going to go have some dinner. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 2 of this series, as the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cubs will have at it once again for Tuesday Night Baseball here on the Bilskie channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.